Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here with you today. Our organization Novi has conducted 2 GMMPs so far, and this year we are also going to conduct GMMP for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Also this year, our president was appointed coordinator for Central and Southeast Europe for GMMP project, global GMMP project. So far, 4 global media monitoring projects have been conducted for the country of Bosnia and Herzegovina. The latest one in 2020 was conducted during a pandemic caused by COVID. So many health issues concerning COVID were featuring as topic news in mass media, and also in media which were presented in, which were covered by media monitoring in Bosnia and Herzegovina. In general, there has not been any significant progress throughout the years of media monitoring in Bosnia and Herzegovina when it comes to presentation of a female in the news. Women are still underrepresented in comparison to men as news subjects, even though there is no big discrepancy between women and men journalists. Also, there is, since you mentioned minorities and their presentation in media, it is also a very gloomy picture of Bosnia and Herzegovina. One of, in terms of media presentation of minorities, especially when it comes to Roma minority, which is the most vulnerable minority in this part of Europe. Overall, women were presented in around 25% in all media, including radio, TV news, etc., throughout these media monitoring in Bosnia and Herzegovina. And women also were underrepresented in the news of politics, government, economy, social, legal news as well. Even in the news of crime and violence and entertainment and celebrity and sports, there is also significant underrepresentation. So women were central focused only when related to topics like birth, marriages, deaths, beauty contents, etc., plastic surgeries, etc. Since the last media monitoring project, some progress has been made. However, the results of female and male news subjects who are portrayed as victims in digital views are overrepresented when it comes to women. And also there is a problem of women always being portrayed as victims rather than survivors. Underrepresentation is also present when it comes to internet stories and internet portals. So there is a big issue with digital news and digital platforms in Bosnia and Herzegovina because they are highly unregulated. And in general, although women play a very significant role in Bosnia and Herzegovina, they are often not taken as seriously as men. So sexism is still present in the media. Female are always portrayed in a negative manner, and news stories fail to challenge any prevailing gender stereotypes. So there was a room for enhanced cooperation between women's activists, organizations such as our organization, and journalists to tackle this issue. And it is, as we said, although the situation in Bosnia and Herzegovina has not improved significantly throughout media monitoring, throughout 15 years of media monitoring, ever since 2020, there has been a significant increase of cooperation between women's activists and women's organizations and journalists and media in general in Bosnia and Herzegovina. And this is widely due to these GMMP's reports in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and also thanks to World Association for Christian Communications and their projects that were running or being conducted in Bosnia and Herzegovina by our organization after 2020 and after 2010 and 2015 media monitoring, global media monitoring. So one of the recommendations was to share these results of media monitoring with news media organizations and journalists, which we did by making recommendations and also code of conduct that were shared with all mass media in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and also some workshops for media journalists and editors-in-chief. This resulted in a significant increase or better representation of women since the last media monitoring. When it comes to public and mainstream media and newspapers, unfortunately, the same cannot be said for digital media, especially digital portals who are now emerging in Bosnia and Herzegovina like mushrooms. Unfortunately, this area has not been regulated by any serious authorities or bodies within Bosnia and Herzegovina, resulting in this very bad media presentation of gender and minorities in these unregulated digital portals. And this remains an ongoing problem, which is harming all the efforts that we have done so far in Bosnia and Herzegovina, thanks to the GMMP and, as I said, WACC projects. In general, GMMP is a great tool because it has been often quoted as a relevant source of information in media and journalists.